All right, buddy, what's up? Welcome back into Beneath the Waves. My name is Matt, and I'm here with my great friends Heather,
Hi.
Derek,
Hello.
and Alex.
How's it going?
And we are here with a special edition title talk, preseason title talk, where we are doing the first ever Beneath the Waves time capsule.
Category one that we'll be focusing on right now will be standings. So points at the end of the season. So historically, Kraken in their inaugural season finished with a wonderful and crisp 60 points. Their second season, they blew expectations out of the water and saw fish being yeeted left, right, and center with a good solid 100. They hit the century mark. And last season, season three, a mediocre 81, missed the playoffs. So what's going to happen with season four? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They're not going to make the playoffs. And I don't think they're going to get 81 points next season. I think they're going to sit around 76 points. So I don't think they're going to be worse than they were last season. You know, they're not going to make the playoffs. And it's just what it is, in my opinion. I think this season there is that expectation to make the playoffs. But when I look at the roster, they've added a few players here and there, but I don't think it's enough, especially with players chomping at the bit. There's a lot of players here that need to be moved on in order for us to reach a higher ceiling. And I think that's going to be one of the catalysts for us this season as to why we're going to end off around 76 points.
Okay. I'm gonna hop in here, be the lifeline real quick. I think that's absolute blasphemy. I see us as finishing about fifth in the Pacific, with about 95 points. 95 points is a lot. It is. Last year we only got 81. We did make a lot of additions though. Like Alex said, we added Montour, we added Stevenson, and honestly, that was like the worst that our guys performed last year. It was horrible, and we still came out with 81 points. Now, in terms of the playoffs, I don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs. The West is insanely stacked. Like there's 8 teams in the West that are not the Kraken that are better than like every East team. I swear, it's insane. You got Vancouver, Edmonton, LA, Vegas, Colorado, Nashville, Dallas. Like all these teams are just insane. So I don't know if that's going to be enough to make the playoffs, but I definitely see a market improvement from last year. I think a lot of our guys step up, and we added some pretty big pieces.
So I actually I fall somewhere in the middle because I think Alex is right. We added pieces, but I don't think it changes the composition of the team that much or the talent of the team, to be quite honest. I think a little bit, sure, but I do think the team is more hungry this season. We've seen a little bit more fight already, and I do think they will end up around 92 points. I think somewhere falling in between like that 100 mark and that 80 mark. But I do think, I don't know if playoffs are in our cards. I hope so. I hope that's enough to get in. Even just a first round would be life changing. But I do think there's also the new coach kind of phenomenon that I think will get some excitement and get them moving. And so I do think I think they're going to do better. I just don't know if it's going to be a huge improvement, but I'm putting them around 92 points.
I want to first say that I want to isolate Heather reacting to Alex's number as a reaction gif because it looked like her heart broke. Like, on The Simpsons when Lisa dumps Ralph and Bart goes frame by frame, it's like you could see the exact moment that his heart breaks. Like, her face just dropped. Oh, man. I'm gonna be in the Heather and Derek ballpark. I'm gonna say 94. Thought that was a good number. I just want them to be somewhere in between the peak of 100 that we hit in season two and the 81 that we were at last year. And I'm gonna add an extra little bonus pred on there that we had 13 OT losses last year. I think we're only gonna have six this season. We're gonna have six overtime losses. And it's gonna just not sting quite as much as last season did because those points stacked up and that was pretty rough.
Just so that I already know I'm going to get flack for what I just said, so I'm accepting it. I hope they exceed my expectations and blow my my guess out of the water.